if you fly Pilots and Paws missions with your flight instructor, you're essentially making your flight training tax deductible. So because we are a 501c3 national nonprofit, our pilots can deduct portions of their flights, such as fuel or if they, rent a plane, different costs as taxable donations. So it's really nice because if you're out there earning your pilot license, you have to build a lot of hours to get that certificate, and you're making your flight training tax and adding
so
meaning to all the hours you have to build.
That is so much easier a ride than the usual way for people who can't afford to get their pilot license but are desperate to, which is joining the Army and serving 10 years. Seriously, this is way easier route to go. Holy, you can become a pilot, do the right thing as you're learning, offset your costs, and probably end up networking as a side effect with a lot of pilots. You might land yourself a job at the end as a result.
And, we've had pilots, younger pilots, and even older pilots who are just, regaining currency. They've talked about how helpful it was with, different issues such as weights and balance. They're getting real-life experience as they're loading the crates in with their flight instructor, observing them, about how the weight could be distributed in the plane. So they're actually almost getting, a richer experience of learning the flight training if they're flying these P&P missions, because it's just bringing some real-life scenarios at the forefront of their flight training.
So once a pilot volunteers, what if it's a work flight and he really can't, muck about right before and after and sort of, is there staff, volunteers helping him get the dog to the plane through whatever checks of vaccines and other things need to be done? Is there someone else bringing a kennel so he doesn't have to purchase or rent one? You know what I mean? Like, is it assisted? So all he really does is, say hello and load and fly?
I know exactly what you mean. We have, whenever pilots join Pilots and Paws, and even pilots who just need additional crates who have been flying with us for years, we send out starter kits to new pilots. They just have to send us an email, and we send out crates that will fit in their planes. We give them a list of, all of the sizes that we have. We'll send out harnesses and tethers for in case they'd like to tether a larger animal that might not fit in the crate, to perhaps their back seat. We send out collars and leashes and water bowls, T-shirts for them, Pilots and Paws T-shirts, really any supplies that they could use during their flights. So most of our pilots, and then they keep those items actually, and they reuse them, flight after flight after flight.